To celebrate the new year, we're doing a bunch of simple and silly fun projects. So this week we played character telephone.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever played telephone before?
I think I played it once. That was back in our old house.
So that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the way telephone works is one person will whisper something in the next person's ear and you go down the line. The more people, the less close to the original you get by the time you get to the end. And then the last person will say it out loud and the first person will say, "That's not at all what I said." So we're doing a drawing version where we will be having changes to the story and to the character as we go.
Yeah.
Somebody starts off and makes a
Character.
unique character and draws it, and then passes it on to the next person, who will then redraw it in their style or with some changes to it, and then pass it along again, and then pass it along again.
So we started with Daddy. He created this character. Who is this?
I think I called him Mustachio Mouse. And he's a water prospector out in the Old West, and he's got a robot cat built off of a big barrel, and he would go and suck up water from rivers and bring it back to towns and sell the water in the Old West.
Oh, I get it. He sucks it into the barrel.
He fills up the barrel.
That's
and
why
then
the barrel.
Yep.
I'm impressed that he could get a walking barrel that was full of water.
It's heavy, but
That's a lot of weight. Those are some mighty strong Old West robot legs.
Yep. So I just used a pencil to lay down the basic lines, and then I pulled out the old Uniball, went back over it, and then put in a little bit of color, which is a little bit rare for me. And then I got a little bit carried away and put some
Color.
clouds over the mountains, but that's okay.
They're far away.
They're in the distance. It's haze, and kind of put some color variations into the mountains, and then just used a pencil for the robot body. There's Mustachio Mouse. Old West water supply.
Water's important.
Yeah.
Here's mine. I forgot to press record on my screen recording, so it's pretty much almost done.
Well,
The line art.
so the thick lines are your initial sketch,
Yeah.
where you were just blocking in the shapes, and then here you're drawing in the actual line art on top of it, the clean line art. What did you think when you saw Daddy's drawing?
I was just confused on what I was gonna do.
Yeah. So you were drawing it in your style. So what's the story for yours?
Well, for mine, he's a cowboy, but he needed a horse or something to ride, and he knew some things about engineering and robots, so he took an old, whatever that thing is, barrel, and some parts, and made a robot cat.
Yep. I mean, horses are too big for a mouse.
Yeah. I really did not like how I drew the cat's face at first, so I just started over, and I really like his face now.
His face turned out really good. And then Sam made him winky face, which I think is super cute.
Like they're pals.
Yeah. And then I forgot to color the mouse white, so I just...
Yeah, do that later on.
Yeah.
Make him bigger. I love it. So cute. Here's Sam's. You also forgot to press record right at first. So what did you think when you first saw it?
I was like, oh, that's why she was so confused.
Alright, so what's the story for yours?
The story for mine is he's a cowboy mouse. He found this old can of some sort, and
For a
he
mouse, it could be like a soup can.
Yeah.
Can of beans for
Yeah.
cowboy.
and he cut some parts off and put some parts on
Yeah.
and made himself a cat, and then he just got on and programmed him to take him where he wants him to go.
Awesome. What are you using to draw him? What program?
Procreate.
Procreate.
I use Procreate too.
I use pencil and paper and pen.
And I'm just picking picking the colors.
Yeah, you took some sample colors off of Tyler's, huh?
Yeah.
As you were drawing. What's your favorite part of your drawing?
I like the mousey.
The mousey's really cool.
It's focused on the mouse and the kitty's face and body.
Yeah, it was good for telephone that you didn't like do the background, because if you had done the background, then I would have been in the Old West with the rest of you.
Yeah.
I added the small little detail of like the little wires coming out of the tail.
Yeah, that's cute.
Me too.
And then Samuel copied that.
Yeah. And new mommy, super off one.
Yeah, mine's definitely that's where the telephone falls apart.
Yeah.
But that's the way it works with telephone. You start in one place and you end up somewhere completely different.
Yeah.
It got progressively more simple, but then it went completely overboard.
Well, yeah, I'm not good at simple.
Maybe next time I'll start more complex. Or maybe next time somebody else will start.
Yeah, I think we'll have somebody else start if we do this one again. So I got Sam's drawing, and I could tell that it was some sort of a robot cat, and I thought that it was probably a cowboy mouse, but I wasn't sure what was happening because it was pretty simple, really cute.
Yeah.
So I decided I could either go the cowboy route or I could go the robot cat space route. And if I'm gonna choose, I'm always gonna choose to draw space. I did a robot for last week's project. And so, I mean, I guess it's just a theme now. January, easy peasy fun robots for me. So this is my robot kitty and mouse. So the mouse clearly had a hat, and it looked like a cowboy hat. So I gave my mouse a helmet, and since he was a cowboy, I thought of him as maybe the sheriff or something. So this is the space sheriff mouse, and he's on his robot kitty looking for mouse outlaws in the vast expanse of space.
The galaxy rats.
Yeah, so he cruises the universe on his robot kitty.
Yeah.
I love painting space. Painting space with watercolor is really fun. You just do washes and let them kind of do what they want to do, and you get that sort of spacey, cloudy, galaxy vibe.
Nebular.
Nebula. If I wanted to do space, I could just do black background, do a dark purple on the nebula brush, and then just draw a squiggly line.
So I'm using watercolor paper, and I sketched it with pencil, and then I painted it with koi watercolors. And at this point, I've only used koi watercolors. In a little bit, I bring in a gel pen. There it is. For the stars and some highlights with a Posca pen. I think it's fun when things that are in space glow a little bit, so the cat got a little bit of glowy. Also makes him pop off the background.